What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nick, and I'm back in the kitchen cooking. So, in case you missed it, in my last video, I did a garden tour. Turned into a full-on garden tour, what it's supposed to be, but turned out to be great. Yeah, if you caught that, it was a really great video. And if you caught that, you caught that I had a ton of banana peppers growing like mad. Everything started growing like mad after we got some rain, some of God's living water. And you guys, we really needed it badly. I was so grateful. I still am so very grateful because I'm still getting more banana peppers. I'm still getting more bell peppers. Anyway, all the things. But during that video, I made mention that because I have so many banana peppers, I wanted to try making a curry with the banana peppers. So that's what I'm gonna do tonight, and I'm gonna share it with you guys. So I'm gonna make a banana pepper curry with shrimp. Is that the way to say it? A shrimp banana pepper curry. Banana pepper curry with shrimp. I don't know the right way to say it. But I'm also gonna make some basmati rice, which I love basmati rice. I love jasmine rice. I love all different types of rices, but basmati and jasmine specifically because I love the long grain and just the toothiness of it in my mouth. Like, it's so, so good. Anyway, so I'm making that to go with my curry. Let's get started. I want to show y'all my ingredients. So here we are at my prep station. This is half of a medium yellow onion. I only used half because this onion is probably large. Like, to me, that's a big onion. So only did half of it. And then I have some ginger. That's about maybe a 1.5 inch piece of ginger. And then 3 to 4 cloves of garlic. I love garlic, so we use a lot of garlic when we cook. Then of course, here's those banana peppers I was talking about. And I just kind of sliced those in half. I left all of the seeds inside because banana peppers are not super spicy. So I don't need to really do too much in that regard. But I did add in some cayenne peppers because curries usually do have a little bit of spice in them, but I didn't want too much spice because I'm also going to use all of these delicious spices. In here, we have some sesame seeds. I'm using that in place of like peanuts or any other nuts that could be used because I don't love that flavor, but I love sesame seeds. So it's about a tablespoon of sesame seeds. This is about a half of a teaspoon of chili powder, half of a teaspoon of turmeric, half of a teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, which the flavor and the aroma of fenugreek seeds, listen, if you've never cooked with it, it's like nothing else. It's absolutely amazing. And then, of course, I have some salt. That's about half a teaspoon. Yeah, it's about half a teaspoon as well. And I'll adjust that as needed while we're cooking. You know, you got to always taste your food as you go. So if I need more salt, I'll add more salt. If I need some black pepper, I'll add some black pepper. But for now, that's what I'm using. And that's sea salt. Now, a lot of curry normally calls for some form of coconut. I don't love the flavor of coconut. And the whole thing, you guys, when you're cooking, is to use things that you love, use things that your family loves. I don't love the flavor of coconuts. So instead of using straight up coconut shavings or desiccated coconut that would normally go into a curry, I'm actually using coconut oil in my recipe. So normally you would need some type of cooking oil. You might use a vegetable oil or whatever, but instead of using the vegetable oil and then another tablespoon or two of the desiccated coconut or of coconut milk or something like that, I'm just going to go ahead and use 2 tablespoons of coconut oil as my base, as my oil. In the background here, I am using some canned tomatoes because I forgot that I had some fresh tomatoes that I froze earlier. No worries at all. Some extra water, and of course some cilantro. This is just my little vessel for my garlic. It's really a pestle, a mortar and pestle that I keep my garlic in. And as you guys know, there's never any waste. in my kitchen. So that back there is my garbage bowl, which really is not garbage. That all will go into compost. So everything that I cut up here, all the scraps will go into that bowl and go into compost. If it did not have coffee grounds in it, I would use that to make a broth, a vegetable broth while I'm cooking. But that one is going to go into compost. So anyway, that's my coriander slash cilantro, and that's going to be pretty much my garnish. So those are all of my ingredients. So let's get started on this here curry. I'm just going to start by melting half of my coconut oil so that I can brown and char my peppers just a little bit. Not a lot because I don't want them to get bitter, but just enough to give them some color and some flavor. After I do that, I'm going to take it out, add the rest of my oil, and then start with my aromatics. I'm going to start with my seeds, my onions, garlic, and ginger. Once that sweats down a little bit, then I'm going to add in the remainder of my spices, let it toast just to get as much flavor as possible. Then add in my tomatoes. Now, this I'm going to want to let cook for a minute and then add back in my peppers. So now that everything is all combined, I have all my ingredients in there. I've given it a good taste. Only thing I added was a little bit of black pepper. Here is where I differ when I make a curry. Normally at this point you would take it and puree it until it's nice and smooth. I like to keep mine chunky because I use items that I love. Now, if I were using that coconut, that desiccated coconut, I probably would puree it because I don't love that flavor and I don't love that texture. But I love the texture of everything that's in this dish. So I just kind of keep it whole. Like you can see, look how quick, look how easily those peppers are just breaking up. They're just breaking apart like it's nothing. So I don't puree at this point, but normally you would. So take that however you want to take it. If you want to make a curry and have it be a nice smooth curry, like what you would buy in a jar at the grocery store, or what you might get at a restaurant. A lot of restaurants don't puree until it's super smooth anyway, if they're authentic restaurants. But it's your choice. Make it super smooth, keep it nice and rustic, either way. Once this cooks down, I'm gonna let this cook for maybe about, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. And then while the rice is cooking, so that'll coincide perfectly. It takes the rice about 12 to 15 minutes to cook. So let this cook down and let the flavors meld for 15, 20 minutes. Then I'll add the shrimp and turn off the heat so that the shrimp doesn't overcook, and just let the shrimp get nice and pink and we'll be ready to eat, y'all. When you're cooking this down, really what you're looking for is to just concentrate the flavor. So add water or broth as needed until you get to the consistency that you love. And, you know, one thing you can do is take like a couple of tablespoons out, puree that so that you have a little bit more smoothness. If you like that gravy feel, do that and then add that back into your sauce. I just like to add the water and make it just a super flavorful gravy as is. So there's an extra tip that I just wanted to share with you guys. Okay, y'all. Hubby's already tasted this, but I'm gonna give it a taste because I always tell y'all, taste your food. So I'm gonna go ahead, give it a quick taste, see what it needs, what it doesn't need, what it's got too much of already, which hopefully nothing, because I don't know how I'm gonna fix that. Not in this particular meal, but let's see. Let's get nice teaspoonful. There we go. Smoking. Mm. He said it needs nothing, and it needs nothing. It's really, really delicious. Like, like really delicious. Like melt you delicious. Um, and we haven't even added the fish yet. No, I'm sorry, the shrimp in yet. So, um, I'm not gonna turn it off yet because the more you let it just simmer, the better it gets. It's one of those type of dishes. As long as things don't burn at all, then it's great. So, so good. I can't wait to eat. I will show you guys what this looks like in just a bit when the rice finished cooking and I add the shrimp to the dish. Okay, now my curry is completely cooked. I actually have turned off the burner. My rice is completely cooked. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add in my shrimp. Listen, use whatever shrimp you have. Don't buy anything you wouldn't normally buy to make this dish, other than the spices, of course. Because if you don't normally keep these spices on hand, you can't really make this dish. I see a tail right there. I'm going to take that out. And I'm just adding this in. No fire, no heat. I want to put them all on one layer. And I'm just going to pop the top on and let it sit. And the shrimp will cook. It will use the heat from the sauce to carry over cook. And that'll keep it from actually overcooking. I use this technique a lot because I'm notorious for overcooking the shrimp when I actually have it on a fire or in the oven with the oven on. So I started learning to do this and just let it be patient and let it carry over cook. So there you go. That is my shrimp, my shrimp curry, but my shrimp and banana pepper curry. And there's actually a name for this. I think it's called like Bajji Mirchi or Mirchi Bajji. It's basically just a banana pepper curry and I added shrimp. So that's it. And in about 5 minutes, that'll be ready to eat along with my basmati rice. So my shrimp is cooked through. You can tell because it's not translucent anymore, pretty pink in there. I'm gonna go ahead and plate it up. I've already added some basmati rice to this bowl. And I'm just going to spoon in some of this shrimp and banana pepper curry sauce. Color is amazing. I'm gonna make it even more amazing. Whoops. We're gonna make it even more amazing by adding some fresh coriander to that. Some people don't like the taste of cilantro. I hear it's like a hereditary thing, like something in your taste buds, but I love it, and that looks absolutely delicious. It's garden fresh banana pepper curry with shrimp. You guys like this video if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.